Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Martin. I'm filming this in my storage unit today. I'm going to show off something a little bit different. There's a fair bit to get through. I'll just show you the the list, the haul. These are all X-Men keys. Now, recently, last week, I bought a uh, huge haul from a seller, a local seller. He was looking to get rid of all his stuff, and it was just a sea of issues. I've gone through them all, and I've gone through all the keys. He had a lot of Batman stuff. A previous video had the Batman keys. This is my X-Men keys. Now, what I have for you is XMen Unlimited #1. I just like this cover. Yeah, that's purely why I'm showing it. Uh, I could have picked this up when it originally came out, but I didn't have um, the cash for it. I didn't have the $5 for it. What I have for you next is a bit of an iconic cover. It's Uncanny X-Men 268 with this iconic Jim Lee cover. Yeah, Captain America, Black Widow, and Iron Man. This issue has been homaged a fair bit, and rightly so. It looks strikingly fun. When I saw this in the big pile, I knew I had to pick it up. Now, this next one, please tell me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first appearance of Master Mold. It's issue 246. Yeah, just a bit of a key X-Men issue. But yeah, please let me know. Is that the first appearance of Master Mold? Now, I picked this up purely for the cover. It's classic X-Men #3. It's the 25th anniversary cover. Uh, this in this month for Marvel, they all had these types of covers. I've never seen this cover in the wild. Um, I think it's a little bit rare. It could be rare. I'm not sure. I've never seen it. So as soon as I saw it, I picked it up. What I have for you next is Uncanny X-Men 211, the Wolverine cover. Once again, never see this in the wild. I see this at conventions on the wall for excuse me, getting choked up, for the price that this book garnishes or requires, or what's the word I'm looking for? Deserves. But yeah, as soon as I saw it, yeah, my heart was in my throat, and I was glad to pick it up. Yeah, what I have for you next is Uncanny X-Men issue 200. It's the Trial of Magneto storyline. They're putting him on trial for his fashion sense. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know what the artist was thinking. I would never wear something like that. I would freeze my butt off. What I have for you next is also another Uncanny X-Men issue. It's issue 157 with this fantastic Phoenix cover on here. Now, I will mention the seller didn't have any bags or boards. He was very apologetic for it. And so the books have aged considerably, particularly this issue. It's a little bit crispy on the edges, but I'm very happy to have all these issues. What I have for you next is issue 150 of the Uncanny X-Men, just with a great cover. I'm looking forward to giving this a bit of a read. Yeah. All right. So we have some key issues. We have issue 221, the first appearance of Mr. Sinister. It's got a little bit of flaking here, but apart from that, it's in pretty good condition. As soon as I saw this cover, I got a little bit excited, and yeah, snapped it up. But as excited as I got for that, I got very excited when I saw this one of these issues. Now I'm just going to show them. There's two of them, and they're both related. It's the first appearance of Gambit in Uncanny X-Men 14, and Uncanny X-Men Annual 14 and Uncanny X-Men 266. Now, the age-old question: which is the first true appearance? You tell me. I don't mind. I'm glad I have both. I prefer this cover. No discredit to Arthur Adams, but yeah, this is a much more fun cover for me. And I picked this up on the Wednesday, and I knew that if he had this issue, he'd have this issue somewhere in the pile. So I went back on the Thursday uh, and looked and looked and looked and found it. And as soon as I found it, I had to contain my excitement because I'd never seen this in the wild. This issue, I had to contain my excitement, and I just put it aside and just added it to the count, and I paid what I paid for it. So we have 3 issues to go, and how do I top that? I top that with the most iconic X-Men story to date. It's the Days of Future Past. It's the trade. I picked this up as the trade. It's got the 2 issues in here. I have the second part. I have yet to buy the first part, but I now have it in the trade. So I look forward to reading this beautiful story. Beautiful. Okay, so what I have for you next is the Uncanny X-Men Meet the Teen Titans from the 80s. Now this is got a beautiful wraparound cover with just beautiful, beautiful artwork. Oh boy! Oh, and you know what? A page just fell out. How about that? I'm gonna have to do some fixing up. Oh boy! Shall I mention how much I paid for this? Yeah, it was fairly cheap. You know what? I can fix that. Boy, I can't believe a page fell out. How embarrassing. Again, this is why you bag and board books, people. You keep your books in great condition. Otherwise, pages just fall out while people are trying to record videos, and the people recording look like idiots. But anyhow, getting back to the beautiful Walt Simonson artwork, just look at that cover. I'm not going to reopen it because more pages will fall out, I'm sure. But yeah, look at that cover. Oh, just chills, my friends. Chills. Okay, how do I top that? Now, unfortunately, he didn't have Giant Size X-Men #1, but he did have the special edition X-Men, which is the reprinting of the... Oh, boy. It's the reprinting of Giant Size X-Men #1, and I'm glad I'm holding on to these pages because, yes, more pages would have fallen out. Oh, boy. Okay, all right. I don't want to discredit this guy. I was very happy to pick up this collection. I'm very happy to read this. I am going to read this. I'm going to hold on to it very gingerly. Yeah. So that's been my X-Men haul video. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. I really appreciate all the feedback. All right. Bye, guys.